Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, good Friday morning, everyone. Here we go. We're essentially heading right into the weekend after a long week of North Texas weather. Of course, we were having to deal with quite a bit of frozen precipitation. And even though the freezing rain ended yesterday evening, again overnight, because we did dip back below freezing. These were your morning lows here. A lot of lower to mid to upper 20s rather, to right around 30 here in the Metroplex. The roadways, the bridges, they did refreeze, and in fact we had a little bit of light patchy freezing fog this morning as well. So the morning commute was absolutely treacherous for most of you. Again, the skies are clear, the sun is out now, and in fact as we go through the day we will moderate the temperatures into the 40s and we will begin to dry up the roads. Could be one more night where we do have some freezing fog around. Keep that in mind for your Saturday morning. But generally speaking, we are going to greatly improve conditions, road conditions, as we go through the afternoon. In fact, the hour by hour essentially showing that, right? Bright sunshine today, temperatures up into the 40s. So again, compared to where we have been, yes, number one, a good looking afternoon, but number two, again, the road conditions, your evening commute, again, will look good. Again, the only weather complication heading into the weekend, it is that opportunity of some freezing fog tomorrow morning. And again, depending on how dense it is, how thick it is, again, keep in mind on the bridges and overpasses, it could be one more morning that it does cause some real concerns. Otherwise, the storm system that brought us all the active weather essentially all week long, that is now well off to the east. It does continue to pull away. For the weekend, we're going to have a little cold front in the area. Simply put, that is not going to do anything for our weather. We're dry through the weekend, and in fact, our temperatures day by day get milder as we go through the weekend as well. Otherwise, all the active rain that was still associated with our previous system. Again, you can basically see it over there on the eastern seaboard. Again, meanwhile, now here in the southern plains here in North Texas, again, we are completely quiet. And like I mentioned, outside of the freezing fog tomorrow morning, that is the way we remain through the weekend. Now, once we get into next week, we're tracking our next storm as we would typically be this time of year. And here it comes. Currently, it's in the Pacific Ocean. As we get into Tuesday, you can see the storm system approaching from the west, and as always, the devil is in the details with these systems, right? So what I'm showing you here, this is the American model, and this set of data is very slow with the storm, similar to the storm we dealt with this week. The difference is there's not going to be any Arctic air in place, but this solution slowly brings it out from the west, and it gives us several days next week where we may have an opportunity of rain. There's another set of data called the European model, which typically performs a little bit better. It's typically the model of choice. It's more progressive. It brings the system through essentially in one day on Tuesday with an opportunity of rain, maybe even some stronger storms, and then we might have one more opportunity the following Friday from a secondary storm system coming through with some more rain. So again, the forecast for next week, it's not completely locked in again as far as the timing goes, but again, there should be another opportunity of some rain and some storms around. So number one, this is the American model here. Again, we're completely quiet through the weekend. Let's go and jump ahead into Tuesday. And here's Tuesday, the opportunity of rain, maybe a few thunderstorms around, but here's the difference in the American model. Even as we get into Wednesday and even into Thursday, again, it keeps the activity around. So if that were to be the case and that storm system comes through slower, the opportunity of accumulating rainfall and in our eastern counties and maybe over into the piney woods and Arklatex of eastern Texas, there may even be some flooding concerns, right? But again, 1 inch to 2 inches may be common, but again, a big asterisk still on that forecast because again, the set of data that typically performs a little bit better does not agree with that, right? It's basically a one-day deal. So again, something to watch carefully, obviously, as we head into the weekend. Otherwise, today, again, we will be in the 40s. Some locations may even tap a 50. Again, with bright sunshine, we will do a number on, again, drying up the roads. Here's your Friday evening. Temperatures back down into the 40s. Clear skies, we're dry, but again, a big winter coat would be needed, again, if you are trying to step out for any kind of Friday evening plans. Then as we go through the overnight, we're back down below freezing, and again, with all the moisture around, there may be an opportunity of some morning freezing fog, so please do keep that in mind. And then as we get into Saturday, temperatures, they do continue to moderate, and again, I tell you what, we've got a really good looking weekend showing up, back to near 60 on Sunday. There's that rain and storm opportunity next week.